In today's video, we're going to discuss which broker is best for you when trying to live financially free out of your brokerage account with. Is it E-Trade, Robinhood, or Interactive Brokers? Because after all, when you're trying to invest in dividends and the indexes, and therefore you go for the highest dividends possible, which would be Cornerstone and Yieldmax Funds, then it makes sense to ask which broker supports you best, okay? We'll get into those reasons why here in a second. So we earn over $100,000 per year in dividends here at this channel, and my performance value shows that I'm up 38% for the year, 38%. The S&P is up 15, the Dow's up 4, and the Nasdaq's up 30%. Also on a 3-year basis, this is just an interesting stat. I'm up 100%. The S&P is up 33. You can see the rest there. So obviously we look like the indexes here, but just on a bigger scale. And that's because I use some margin, some leverage to get ahead while tying that to the indexes, which again are Yieldmax funds because they have many of the top weighted stocks that are in the indexes, Yieldmax Funds and Cornerstone, which has the highest yield around, and it's a 5-star fund and it beats all the indexes. So it's just misunderstood, kind of like the Yieldmax funds. But either way it goes, whatever your opinion may be on those two funds, your broker needs to be able to support you best in order to live truly financially free out of it. So if you need help living freely out of your brokerage account, email me for my e-guides at aikentodd48@gmail.com. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the video. So the first thing here that we must address is that E-Trade has 50% maintenance for its Yieldmax funds. So Yieldmax, I use primarily Cornerstone and Yieldmax to get this income, as you know. I'm going to make another video soon on the other funds that I have in my account. Okay, I don't want to scroll too fast. I'm on a cell phone, sorry, but these funds that I have, like a SHI, like you see here, or an SPYI, CSQ. A lot of you guys overlook CSQ, okay? Calamos. Everyone always talks about anchoring their portfolio to JEPI or SPYI or something, but I anchor with Cornerstone, and then I just watch my allocations with these Yieldmax funds, okay? Because they're not funds, they're stocks, okay? They are funds. It's a Yieldmax. These are funds, but they're tracking a single stock, whereas Cornerstone is tracking the entire index. Okay, so you need to have both in your account. All right, I think you need to have index exposure. That's where most of your dollars need to be, and then you need to have some of your money into stocks, but not too much. Even like an Apple or a Microsoft or a Facebook, whatever you want to call it, because they are stocks. It doesn't matter how good a quality they are. You can get burned by any stock. And the headline risk is great. So you have to put most of your money into the funds. That's the truth. I mean, the highest truths to investing are index investing. Jack Bogle described this phenomenon, how most investors can't beat the indexes trying to trade their own stocks. So the highest truths to investing I found are buy the S&P, buy the indexes, and then when you do that, you also have to get dividends, because dividends not only pay your bills during a downturn in the market, but they also give you qualifying income to qualify to banks for loans. All right, that's very important. Just like a job gives you loan capabilities, if you want to live in a house or buy a car or get a personal loan, you need a pay stub for that, or a job. Well, dividends act the same, but you can't get the loans from an SPY or a UPRO, because I tried UPRO. Okay, I doubled my money in UPRO. I had $100,000 in UPRO once, doubled my money, and I tried to get a loan from the bank and it wouldn't work. I have many stories about that on my past videos. So Cornerstone, I've found, is the highest truth because it is the index. All right, it is the S&P and Nasdaq, CRF and CLM, and it also pays a dividend, and the highest dividend around. So this is the highest truth you can find in the investment world. Please find me another, and I'll thank you a million times for it. I'll try to buy it myself and then recommend it to all of my followers. But Cornerstone is a 5-star fund, as you can see here. Okay, 5 stars. All right, beats the indexes. Okay, 5-star. There it is. All right, also it beats the indexes, as you can see there. Okay, so Cornerstone, and it has the highest yield around. So how can you say that there's a better fund out there? Plus, Cornerstone drips at the NAV, okay, which is the next point I need to get into, because not every broker has this drip feature, but for every, this is the market price, $8 Cornerstone. Look, down here it's $6.49. that's a 23% gain. Okay. Every month I get the 20% dividend in Cornerstone drip down at these prices, 663, 20% gain. Okay. 642, 24. All right. All these gains. Okay. Thousands of dollars each month, free money. Okay. Because it's just drip down at the NAV. Same for CLM. Okay. So this is Cornerstone. And again, sorry, I'm on my phone here if it's disorganized, but I'm not doing it on my computer because that's not living free. Okay. I do these videos wherever I want. And whenever I can. So, and also my house is also, loud from the kid and, family and stuff. So I have to go different places where a computer is not always available. All right. So, so Cornerstone, okay, the NAV drip there is free money. All right. So free money there. All right. But you have to just learn how to play Cornerstone and ask for the special drip, of course. And that's where my e-guides come and play. You can email me anytime for that. But with the drip program, you need to know which broker has it. So when you buy my e-guides, you get free access to all of my channels on Discord. Okay, so we have over 400 members here on Discord who all have their own brokerage accounts, obviously, who, can explain to you how they're living out of their account. If you have any questions on your specific broker, we have channels here. And so specifics here, brokerage specifics, as you can see down below. We're compiling a lot of data here to see who has the best brokerages, who has the best margin rates, et cetera, et cetera. But also, you can go to the Cornerstone drip section here, drip Cornerstone, and this tells you who supports the drip programs for Cornerstone. Now, I know that E-Trade does, but let's talk about Robinhood and IBKR, okay, for a second. So Robinhood has low maintenance, which is very important. And I guess I'll show you really fast. If you go to the trade section of Cornerstone, you'll see that the maintenance here, snapshot, okay, view margin maintenance requirement, it is 30%. So for every $100,000 you put in Cornerstone, only 30,000 of your equity is taken up. This is very important because if you look at this available withdrawal number here, you'll see that this has to stay high at all times so that you can withdraw from it and withstand market corrections. All right, so I can withstand over 20% market correction here. Plus, I break even on a 20% correction because Cornerstone's dividend is 20%, as I just described to you. So that's how we've been outperforming over the last 3 years. Okay, so I break even on a 20% downturn anyway, but I need to also have money to withdraw from should I need money. Okay, luckily I make enough cash. I make, $11,000 a month to where I don't have to withdraw from my equity too much. But I have this margin number here, 200,000, which it was 250, but I just unloaded 50 grand at a profit. And I only unloaded it because I still believe in Yieldmax, but I couldn't have so much of it with the high maintenances that they have. Okay, so 250 to 200,000, that's a much better interest payment for me every month. And it's still low. It's only 6% interest, right? And it's lower than credit cards, lower than mortgages. So even if you don't want to trade on margin, which a lot of people don't want to do, I just got a comment on Discord, which was a great comment saying that, you can still buy things outside of your account with it. All right. And so, even again, if you don't want to trade, you have to be able to withdraw out of your account. And I can spend whatever I want. Okay, I can take my E-Trade credit card and I can swipe it anywhere I want in the world, buy houses, cars, clothes, shoes, any kind of item you can think of. All right, and all my bills are automated out of here. Okay, but I have to be able to withstand the correction, and the key to that is low maintenance. All right, so if you go to Apply, you'll see that this is high quality. For example, it's Apple, right? It should be low maintenance like Cornerstone is, but it's not. It's a 50% maintenance fund, okay? And it has a smaller dividend than Cornerstone. If you go to the Yieldmax website, you'll see that the dividend for Apply is actually 14%. So a 14% dividend at 50% maintenance doesn't make sense. Now at Robinhood or IBKR, this makes a lot of sense. Okay, because the maintenance is so low that, hey, now a 14% yield looks good. Okay, even with Apply, 14% looks good. And you don't even necessarily need the Cornerstones of the world in that situation to get to get a similar amount of income. But again, you want the highest true to invest in. You don't want to just invest in stocks alone, like in Appley and all the other Yieldmax funds. You want to spread it around with indexes. Okay, most of my my whole portfolio is tied to basically indexes, and the stock exposure that I have is really only about 80K or so, because these Yieldmax funds I have about 100K Yieldmax funds, and 20K of those are OARC, which is an index. So it's not too stock specific there. So you really want to keep in mind stock specific risk, headline risk. Sure, if they're doing great, then it's great times for you. But what about, a 2022 style bear market where they really hurt you? This is not terrible if you're just a traditional investor, but when you're trying to live financially free out of your brokerage account, this is very important. So yes, you have low maintenance at Robinhood and IBKR for these Yieldmax funds. But first of all, Robinhood doesn't have the Cornerstone drip. I'm pretty sure it doesn't even have Cornerstone. Okay, double check. Leave the comments in the section below if I'm wrong. But IBKR does have Cornerstone. Okay, but it does not have the Cornerstone drip. All right, so I think so. Please double check that on Discord. But that's what everyone needs to verify. Is which broker can give them both Cornerstone and Yieldmax, because again, you want the highest truths to investing. You want dividend investing and you want index investing. Okay, the statistics show 90% of traders lose, and trading doesn't qualify to banks for loans once again. So you need index investing and dividends, because dividends over time show you the compounding effect, the eighth wonder of the world, where if you compound these dividends, you can really make money on top of the capital gains. With Cornerstone, you just have to learn how to play Cornerstone properly, and you get 50% gains out of your account each year, because Cornerstone averages 30% premiums. Look it up if you don't believe me, and it gives you a 20% dividend. So you get 50% gains. You just have to play those rights offerings properly. Most closed-end funds have rights offerings. Some of these that I have, Riv, Op, they have rights offerings every year, which drops the stocks big time. And you need to sell before those and buy back after. And that's what my Discord chat alerts you of, thankfully. We also have an RO channel here, a Cornerstone Rights Offering channel, right above the drip channel, that we discuss this and alert everyone of when the time comes for Cornerstone. So again, we have over 400 members watching this event. It's very important. All right, it's what stands in the way between our financial freedom and working a job for the rest of our lives, in my opinion, is the rights offering for Cornerstone. Okay, you'll still be fine in Cornerstone if you hold it long term, even if you don't play the rights offering, but you're going to feel a lot of pain short term. Long term, the dividends will cash flow it. 10% dividend, let's say, it got reduced from 20 to 10, all the way to 10. Okay, you're still going to cash flow in 10 years. But I like to, get the most out of my account. Okay, the most bang for my buck. Okay, I want to get ahead. I want to get ahead with loans that the dividends qualify me for, and I want to get ahead with Cornerstone, because Cornerstone not only gives you those gains, 20% dividends, and the drip gains, which I showed you, but it also gives you the rights offering, which you can sell before before the event, and then buy back twice as many shares sometimes after, and really level up your account, and you avoid all the pain when the fall comes. You avoid it because you sold. And this is better than what the S&P does, because the S&P does not tell you when to sell, unlike the Cornerstone managers, who thankfully tell you when to sell. And they usually try to time it around market tops anyway, because they're really good fund managers. Look at their rating, and again, look at their history. They've been around for decades. Do I get paid for Cornerstone? No. All right. Do I get paid for Yieldmax? I should get paid by all these guys. I should get paid by E-Trade and all these other brokerages for promoting them every day, but I don't take any payment from this stuff. I just simply am sharing what I do in my account. Okay, I got that comment in the last video. I get that a lot. Cornerstone pays me. No, I wish. Okay. I'm just in this to keep myself accountable to the public with my portfolio. It helps me get better results, honestly, when you keep yourself accountable like this. And I also wanted to exchange ideas with like-minded people, see if they could teach me things. Also, I just, if I can teach people and help people, well, then great. And then if one day you could make money off YouTube views, great. But for right now, there's no money in YouTube views. Okay. That stuff's like $10 a video. So, I have no incentive here to, promote these funds. Okay. Just to let you know that, okay, I'm just doing this for myself, keeping myself accountable. I like living financially free. I can't share this with people in the world because they don't listen to it. So I have to make a channel about it. My own family and friends don't listen to it. So, my people on Discord are like my extended family. I've told them, and I treat them, I treat them as dear friends and family to me, whether they know it or not. Okay. And so that's why I'm also releasing these videos on Yieldmax, selling some of these funds, trying to let you know that you need to watch this available for withdrawal number. Okay. Not get your head over your skis. Okay. You need to just use a fraction of your margin to get ahead. All right. And then as you get more comfortable and get a bigger account, you can then scale up a little more like I'm doing. But you have to be safe, and you have to definitely watch these maintenance levels for Yieldmax, okay? So Cornerstone has the 30% maintenance, like I told you. Yieldmax, okay, 50% at E-Trade, lower at other brokerages, but doesn't offer Cornerstone. And when you want the highest truth to investing, where else are you going to go? Cornerstone is, SPYI is great, JEPI is great, okay, but they don't have the high yield that Cornerstone has. They don't have anywhere close to Cornerstone. They don't give you the special drip. And they're not completely indexed, honestly. Okay, JEPI is not, does not have all the holdings that an SPY has. So I just, when you're going for indexed investing and dividends and the highest amount of dividends, but safely because they're tied to indexes, then where else do you go besides Cornerstone? All right. And I'm not getting paid to promote it. All right. So that'll do it for the video. Okay. Which brokerage is best for you? Okay. Leave the comments in the section below. And if you want more in-depth convos on our brokerages and, who offers the best rates, margin rates, who has the drip programs, etc., check out our Discord chat room. All right, if you like the video, click like or subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.